talked about keeping a spiritual mind in an unspiritual world. Today I'm going to talk about living a spiritual life in an unspiritual world. So this is basically part 2 of my little mini-series. Living a spiritual life in an unspiritual world. If you were here last week, just for the sake of review, I talked about how the great preacher Billy Graham has illustrated what goes on in our souls as two dogs fighting against each other. The dogs that get fed the most win, whether it be the spiritual world or the sinful nature world. And it all has to do with what we do to set our minds upon, whether it be the things of the Spirit of God or the things of our sinful nature. And it can result in one of these three kinds of life. Self-centered life, which is the life of non-believer, does not know the Lord. The self is on the throne of the heart, Christ is outside of the life. Or the other kind of self-centered life, which the person professes to be a Christian, and they may or may not be. The self is still on the throne. Christ may be in the life, and the person may have religious activity going on. Self is still on the throne of the heart. Definitely not a good condition of it. Or Christ in his life, where Christ is on the throne of the heart. The person is not sinless, the person is not perfect, they have their faults, sins, and struggles, but they overall desire. And that's the characteristic of the daily life of Christ. He's on the throne of the heart. So we're talking about living a spiritual life in an unspiritual world. And when I spoke last week, I gave some principles about how we can keep our minds on the things of the Spirit. Someone had actually asked me to email me with 10 principles. And I thought, if anyone would like to, I didn't know what to do before I went to send that to ask. I found it beneficial. Take your Bible and let's take a look at Galatians chapter 5. Galatians chapter 5 is going to talk about, the text of the scripture is going to talk about how we can choose to live out spiritual life in Christ. Or we can choose to live a life for ourselves, a life of the sinfulness, or a life of the flesh. Galatians chapter 5, we're going to be taking a look today in verses 15 up to chapter 6 and verse 10. Galatians 5, verse 16, through chapter 6, verse 10. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to read the entire passage all at once. What I would like to do is read a few verses at a time, and then I'm going to give some insight, commentary on those verses. So we'll start in verse 15, verses 15, 17, and 18. The Apostle Paul is writing and speaking here, and he says, "So I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. For the flesh desires what is contrary to the Spirit, and the Spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so that you are not to do whatever you want. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law." So we need to just say, walk by the Spirit. After we choose to set our minds on the Spirit, and then after we make a conscious choice to walk by the Spirit. This, of course, is after we have received Jesus Christ into our life, the accepting of the Lord and Savior, and taking Him into our heart, and giving us new life. We choose to walk by the Spirit. But what exactly does that mean? My favorite preacher, Dr. Carl Stanley, has defined it as walking by the Spirit is walking in moment by moment, depending on and sensitivity to the initial prompting of the Holy Spirit. I'll say it again. Walking in moment by moment, depending on and sensitivity to the initial prompting of the Holy Spirit. In other words, it's being conscious of God's presence in our life, moment by moment, no matter what our circumstances, no matter what our environment, our influence, just being aware of God's presence. Another way of looking at it is thinking about this moving walkways, conveyor belts in the airport. Step on, and then just take this the rest of the way to a good portion of the airport. And inherent burden, anxiety, that when we walk by the Spirit, He's able to carry those things for us, so that we don't have to carry it ourselves. We have to make a conscious choice to walk by the Spirit and give those things, give those anxieties, those burdens and cares over to the Spirit of God. So we need to walk by the Spirit, conscious choice. Going on to verse 19. Talks about the act of the flesh, which is the sinful nature. These are the things that are characteristics of human beings. Verse 19. The act of the flesh is obvious. Sexual immorality, impurity, and debauchery. Verse 20. Idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissension, factions, and envy. Drunkenness, orgies, and the like. I warn you as I did before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God. There's every word. Not going to get into every single thing on this list, but I'd like to elaborate on some of them that stand out. The first one is sexual immorality, because in the English translation that sounds like a very general, broad term. People can be wondering, well, what in the world is that? What is sexually immoral? Especially in the society we live in, where pretty much anything goes, and it feels good to it, and there's a lot of boundaries and morals in society. Well, sexual immorality basically would be sexual activity outside of a monogamous, heterosexual marriage. What does that mean? Love, pornography, having sex before marriage, having sex outside of marriage, adultery, having sex with someone who's not yourself, and homosexual practice. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. Now that flies in the face of the contemporary mindset, political correctness, but God's way is best. With all of these things, God puts up boundaries for a reason. He puts up boundaries to protect the family, to protect ourselves, to protect society. The great writer D.K. Chesterton said, "You'll never take a fence down until you know the reason why it was put up." Now, on a side note, I want to address the issue of homosexual practice. We all know it's a highly controversial, polarizing issue. Sometimes people are afraid to address it because people will react. And we need to approach it with sensitivity, but at the same time, we need to approach it with truth. God's grace and love and mercy, but also with truth. So just a few thoughts on that subject. First of all, the Greek word for sexual immorality in the original New Testament and includes all of these things that are mentioned. Love, fornication, adultery, homosexual practice, anything outside of the bounds of which God has already established in His Word. Now, I'm not going to take a whole sermon to elaborate on this one subject, but anyone who studies the Scriptures knows that there are certain behaviors that God prohibits. This is one of them. The clear teaching of the Bible, the Old Testament, and the New Testament. No matter what society may say, no matter what the Supreme Court says, it's still a sin. It's still a sinful practice. It's wrong. Now, sometimes there are people that will come with objections. They'll try to use the Bible to try to convince people and otherwise that, oh, this really isn't sin, and the Bible isn't really mean that. One example is this. People will say, well, Jesus never said anything about this, about homosexual practice. So it shouldn't be that important. So it is a sin in the Old Testament, but since Jesus didn't say anything about it, then it's not sin. Well, that's not necessarily true. It is true that Jesus did not directly address this issue, but in Matthew 19, you don't have to turn there, he did, when he talked about the context of marriage, he was talking about a man and a woman. Not a man and a man, not a woman and a woman. And while he may not have directly addressed this, Jesus also did not, in the way what we see in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, he did not say anything about rape, blessing the elderly, plagiarism, kidnapping children. So does that mean Jesus is okay with those things? Of course not. Of course not. Jesus was a Jewish rabbi, so of course he affirmed the Old Testament, he affirmed the morals of Judaism 2,000 years ago. So, of course, just because he didn't directly say something about it doesn't mean that he's true. Another objection people will say is, well, the book of Leviticus says that homosexual practice is wrong, but it also says don't be selfish and don't wear clothes with rich fashion. And you know that. Problem is that people don't understand how to interpret the Bible. The moral laws in the Old Testament still apply to the New Testament and still apply today. But then there are civil and ceremonial laws that only apply to individuals. The Gentiles, non-Jews, and today in the current age, it doesn't apply to them. So it's just biblical ignorance. It sounds really slick. It sounds smart, but people really take the time to study the Bible. It doesn't really know what it is. Now, if anyone wants to do further study, there are 2 references I recommend. If you get into conversations with people that want to try to trip you up on these things, so you just wonder yourself, what about Jesus? How is it going to make sense of it? What does the Bible really say? And also, how can I reach out to love the people who identify as LGBT? How can I reach out to love and maintain the truth without compromising what the Bible says? There's a book called Can You Be Gay and Christian by Dr. Michael Brown. Great book. Also, if you look up anything online from this guy, Dr. Robert Gagnon, he's got a website, robgagnon.net. That's Gagnon. He's got a whole bunch of articles that people can read. So, lastly, before I move on to the other part of the message, like I said, we still need to prayerfully look for ways to show God's love, compassion, and mercy towards those who are LGBT without compromising the word. I don't think it for a day. I still treat them with the same love, kindness, respect, and friendliness, and professionalism that I'll treat anyone else. So the truth of God's word is now meaning that we should go around with Bible numbers. People who have the Bible, people need hope. We need to know God's love and His forgiveness, not condemnation. We don't know, hopefully, that we are sinners, that we are imperfect, but we need to understand God's love, grace, and mercy that is available to us, even in the midst of our sin. So we need to avoid becoming like the rest of our Baptist churches we may have heard of in the news. The intimate church that goes around sitting in a funeral and holding up the sign to say God was bad, and completely nothing like Jesus Christ. There's people in that kind of a mindset do not understand the gospel. Lots and lots of truth, but versus this untruth and no understanding of God's grace and mercy. So we need to find out. Moving on. Look at verse 20. It talks about idolatry and witchcraft. Now, idolatry, it's very easy to read that and think, well, I don't bow down to the statue of Buddha, and you can't, and then statement to Buddha, so I guess I'm not an idol. But any one of us can be very easily guilty of worshiping the idol itself, putting self upon the throne of our heart, putting money upon the throne of our heart. Money is different, but it's confusing. Now, it's even different, like our family or our career. These are good, important things that should be priorities in our lives, but they're not the most important things. These things can become idols. Church can become idols. Ministry can become idols. So idols are not anything that we put ahead of God in our lives, in our hearts. Witchcraft. Most of us, if we think of witchcraft, we might think of the occult. Devil worshippers, as opposed to themselves. Did you know that witchcraft can also include the use of illegal drugs? Again, back to the original Greek. Again, I'm not a Greek scholar. I'm talking about BlueLetterBible.com, and it tells you that the Bible mentions the use of witchcraft. The Greek word is used translated in English for witchcraft is also the same word that we get our English word pharmaceutical from. Pharmacy. Okay? So the legal drugs are actually a form of witchcraft. And it really makes sense if you think about it, because people who get addicted to drugs, the devil has a major non-stronghold on their life. It's extremely difficult for them to be set free from. The power of God will open the power. So idolatry, witchcraft, this word belongs to this is rage. This is rage. And fury, anger problem. Selfish ambition, dissension, passion, and envy. Drunkenness, orgies, and the like. Okay, drunkenness, another thing that can sometimes be misunderstood. There's nothing in the Bible that says having a beer or a glass of wine is sin. It's drunkenness is a sin. Getting drunk is a sin. Alcohol is a sin. But it is still wise if people choose to abstain from drinking. Personally, Carla and I do not drink. We know good Christian people that are able to have a drink in control. We figure we have one less problem in our lives, but staying away from it. But the Bible doesn't say that having a drink is a sin. It's drunkenness that's a sin. I think that's where we need to differentiate. Okay, moving on to verse 21. And these drunkenness, orgies, and the like, I warn you, as I did before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God. Now, I remember when I was a new Christian and I was starting to read the Bible, I read that and I was read that. And a lot of people can read this and feel completely overwhelmed with guilt, pain, hopelessness, despair, and if you're not a Christian yet, they can figure, well, why are you bothered? Because I can't stop doing those things. You feel good, it's fun. And if the person is a Christian and they're struggling with their class of human nature, they can feel like, well, no, we're this bad Christian. God must not love me anymore. And they think, okay, I'm out. This isn't going to work. It says here, those who, and I do translate, those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God. In other translations, uses the phrase who practice these things. Again, you have to differentiate. There's a difference between struggling with something and struggling towards Christ or struggling away from Christ. There's a difference between dealing with our flesh, our sinful nature, and still having a desire to seek after the Lord and serve Him. We still have our conscience. As opposed to be like, I don't care if it's wrong, I'm just going to do it anyway. I don't care if it's a sin. I'm just going to do what I want to do. There's a huge difference. So, when the Apostle Paul is saying those who live like this, those who practice these things will not inherit the kingdom of God. That's not talking about isolated incidents. It doesn't mean those things are okay, but we're to be healthy human beings. We will mess up. We will screw up and do things that we know we should not do with us. But the question is, do we confess those things? Do we repent? Do we ask God for forgiveness? Do we ask our brothers and sisters to help encourage us and support us in whatever our struggles may be? Or do we just ask, I don't care. I don't care if it's wrong. I just want to do my own thing. So practicing these things means noticing, not caring about being wrong. Now, either way, these behaviors, these works of the flesh that can crop up in our life, do need to be addressed. There are some things that can be really powerful and put a stronghold on people's lives that is not that easy to give up in this document. For example, many easy to stop using foul language. But for many people, it is extremely difficult to be delivered of alcoholism, drug addiction, pornography, smoking, nicotine addiction. These things are hard. It's not an easy thing for people to stop using. Homosexuality. There are people that come out of the lifestyle and they still struggle with the thought and the attraction. They desire to serve the Lord. They don't want to live the lifestyle in the Lord. They feel tempted. So these things can be overwhelming. But when we realize God's law, we realize His law, we realize this is why we need Jesus. This is why we need the gospel. This is why Christ had to die on the cross for our sins, because none of us is worthy. None of us can do enough good things to earn our place into heaven and get ourselves right with God. This is what we need: forgiveness, His grace and mercy. So, again, you can feel overwhelmed, feel hopeless, and like, well, why is God trying to live a Christian life? Or you can call upon the name of Jesus. Trust in Him and say, God, I am a sinner. I have screwed up my life, and I need you. And that applies to the non-believer or the believer, because believers can stray, believers can make poor choices, but the question is, do we come back to God? Do we reconcile? Do we rectify the situation that we only want to save? Do we humble ourselves before God? So, if there's the slightest bit of remorse in our heart, our conscience, we want to change, there it is. We can still call upon His name. Now, sin, as we know, can be fun, but it's only for a season. Eventually, it's just boring and meaningless. Now, I've never had a problem with drinking or drugs, but I've had plenty of friends who've been in that stuff. They got COVID before they changed the side. Their lives are shallow and meaningless, and they turn away from those things. Try to save them for something. I believe them. I believe them. Stuff is old. Hardness is meaningless. Sex is meaningless. All that stuff. The presence is just as meaningless. The presence of God in our lives is more satisfying. Here's the way to look at it. Carla and I got a puppy 2 weeks ago, 10 weeks old, and she loves a puppy food. She loves the food. I know it's a food. So one Saturday morning, I was laying in bed, listening to music on my earphones, and the puppy decided to crawl up on me and chew on the cord of the earphone. And she did not want to let go, and I tried to take it out of her mouth. She did not let go. I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to hurt her. Getting stronger or things like that. But she loved that cord. Once I gave her the shoe toy, she let go of that cord and went after the shoe toy. That's why the door above the bone. You don't want to let go of the bone. You got to wrestle that thing out of our such a large bone. You will not win. You lost their bone. Give them a piece of steak. They like to let that steak go, let that bone go. You go out and say, why do you is more satisfying. The shoe toy is more satisfying for a dog than what the dog wants. Typically, the shoe toy can serve as a good distraction, as a good way of redirecting the dog. Because the dog is not true what he or she should not be trying to go after what he or she should be going for. Likewise, as people, our sin is like our bones. It's that wire that we should not be chewing. That's all we know. So when we're crying, we feel like this is all there is. It feels good. It gives me satisfaction. The presence of God is more satisfying. And when we encounter God, when we encounter His presence, we will desire to let those things go. A lot of times people look at Christians and like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. And yeah, there are certain traditions where people are formed the rules and regulations, and that's the extent of Christianity. And when people really understand the gospel, they really understand Christianity, Christians choose not to be Christians, not because they can't, and not because they get kicked out of the church if they do this or that or the other thing, because they don't want to, because they realize that the presence of God is more satisfying. And also because you're in a love relationship with God. Think of marriage. People are in a healthy marriage. They want to do things to please their spouse. And they want to say to their spouse. not because it has to be, not because it's rules or things because they want to, because they want to love and please and serve their spouse. The same thing is fun, but only for a season. And it comes about the present. So that's the work of the flesh. I think I've spent enough time talking about that. When the Apostle Paul gets into the fruit of the Spirit, verse 22. If the fruit of the Spirit rather than self-explanatory is God, joy, peace, forbearance, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Now, fasting law by itself means nothing. Think about Muhammad Ali, who passed away years ago. Think about when he was younger in his boxing career. Put the boxing gloves in his hand and it sure would do something. Likewise, by ourselves, we can't produce the fruit of the Spirit. We cannot live a Christian life in our own power. It's not only difficult, it's impossible. Apart from the work of the Spirit of God in our hearts. So visualize and see ourselves talking about to the Lord, stepping into the realm of the devil. Talking about needs to be filled, not with Muhammad Ali and Jesus Christ. Our hearts need to be filled with the Spirit of Jesus Christ. We will have the fruit of the Spirit. We will serve the Lord in the power of the Spirit to be useful to God. Now, what about the times when we get off track? What about the times when we disobey God? We backslide. We lose our focus. We move on to chapter 6 and answer that question. Verse 1. Brothers and sisters, if someone is caught in sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. Not watch yourself or walk from the offenders. Or you shall be burdened, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Notice these phrases. Restore that person gently. Again, it does not say, get over the head of the Bible. Get out of my presence and do that. How could you? You're a horrible person. You did that. It says restore that person gently. It doesn't say advocate or once for sin. It says restore that person gently. Because then it also says, watch yourself, for you also be tempted. And it also says, carry yourself with burden when it is the law of Christ. So it's talking about coming with an attitude of gentleness and humility, knowing that we too are sinners, that we too are no better than anyone else, and it is only by God's grace and mercy that we're saved and able to walk in the Spirit and help a fellow struggler come along with their faith. This is speaking of supporting one another in spiritual growth. It's speaking of providing encouragement and accountability for our fellow believers and brothers and sisters in Christ. This is why, in all due respect to those that live with us, I don't understand how people can go out and say, well, I'm a Christian, but I don't know Christian. I understand people having birth and being by churches. I've experienced problems in churches, church abuse, scandals, fathers who are not churches, and walking around with some private, I'm saying that. How people can think that they can live a Christian life on their own, hard, and the support of the body of Christ is beyond me. I had a hard enough time when we lived a Christian life, even in the community of the body of Christ. I don't know how people think they can do it all by themselves. You God and all that. It's unbiblical. We need to carry it as a church. We need to be able to help and encourage and support one another. What would we think of a person trying to go, thinking they're a soldier and they're going to fight ISIS all by themselves? They don't know. What would we think of a basketball player thinking they're going to go and not going to happen. We need team. We need our brothers and sisters. We need support. We need to be able to carry each other's burdens and help each other out. Now earlier I talked about the illustration of the law and Delphi, and we wanted to set the most win. We wanted a stronger win. Well, if we're honest, there are times that flash dog can be very overwhelming. That anger can set in, that lust can set in, that envy, that pride, whatever it is, can set in, and it can be very overwhelming. Even with the Spirit of God, and this is also why we need our brothers and sisters in Christ to keep us in check, to be able to call us out, to correct us, to be able to pull us aside and say, hey brother, listen, you're wrong. You need to correct this area of your life. You need to stop doing that. So, what about when the last dog is overwhelmed with the Spirit? Years ago, in Jersey, next door neighbor had a rock house. Had a little huge-sized mutt, and he really no fresh and one rock house was across the room in the store. That dog was then went after my dog and attacked him. The dog grew. I pretty much got hopeless, to be honest with you. My father grew, but he was with the rock. Got the Rottweiler there. The Rottweiler ran away back to their yard. And the dog, my dog was sick. We got that intervention. We got someone stepping in to help pull it out that threshold. Your dog is not thinking about it. My dog was spirit dog, along the weakness. One brother was a flesh dog, and came over, one of them said, "Come on, the dog, we need intervention. We need people to step in." Everything's got to help us again. It comes to a close. Then continuing in chapter 6, verses 7 through 10. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. Man reaps what he sows. Whoever sows the fruits of flesh, from the flesh will reap destruction. Whoever sows the fruits of the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those who belong to the family of believers. So again, it says God is not mocked. So as long as we are choosing to allow self to rule the throne of our heart, especially if we claim to be a Christian, this is an opposite. We don't know. We do it, we don't. This person over here certainly has those two. God is not mocked. We're going to go around claiming the name of Jesus, and let himself rule in the front of our heart, and let the Holy Spirit follow him into his hand. God is not mocked. He doesn't say anything. You look at Romans 13, verses 11 to 14. It says this, "And you may, understanding the present time, the hour has already come to you to wake up from your slumber, because our salvation is nearer now than when we first believed. The night is nearly over, the day is almost here. So let us put aside the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us begin decently as in the daytime, not in carousing and drunkenness, not in sexual immorality, not in dissension and jealousy. Rather, clothe yourselves with the Lord Jesus Christ, and do not think about how to gratify the desires of the flesh." So, my challenge to everyone today is to really take some time to think about which one of these lives represent our own. Are we self-centered life with Christ outside the life? Are we self-centered life with Christ in the life have to see God. God and nothing God. This life. Amen. We would take steps. Everyone who receive Christ in their lives, we would take steps today towards becoming more Christ-like. What areas of our lives do we need to adjust? What areas of our lives need correction? What areas need conviction? So wherever we are at today, I am honestly praying that this is time to really evaluate where you are standing with God. What is the condition of my spiritual life? I'm not reading this in my writing like I did. Even though I do know, how well do I know? How well am I walking with it? What are the areas in my life that need to be corrected? What are the ways I need to grow? What are the ways I need to change? What are the failures and mistakes and poor choices I made that I can learn from?